Guys, it's a Cook and a Coach podcast.
I'm Kenny, I'm the cook.
Baeza, I'm the coach. Welcome back, everyone.
We were talking right before we started recording about the whole Travis Scott thing, which is really crazy.
Man.
Crazy. So, yeah, it was like, you said it was like the deadliest concert since the 70s?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I think everyone's died in the U.S. from a concert since 1979.
And it was 8 people? Is that the number?
I think it's 10 now. This keeps going up.
Boy.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy, dude. Yeah, it's kind of freaky. Do you know where the concert was?
Houston. It's always in Houston. Astroworld.
Oh, really?
He's from Houston. That's where he has it every year.
Oh, weird. For some reason, I thought that Astroworld was like a touring show or something.
It was. So he had Astroworld album.
Yeah.
And then he did Astroworld tour, and then he has an Astroworld Fest he's been doing for the last like 3-4 years in Houston.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
And was Drake there as well?
Yeah, he made an appearance.
Okay. Because I saw that him and Drake were both getting sued. I'm like,
yeah,
this is definitely not on Drake.
Yeah.
It's
100%
named
not,
after, right?
Yeah, it's Travis Scott's creation.
But it's hard, man. I don't know anything about it, but the whole thing is pretty insane.
So just a quick rundown of what happened at the festivals. Basically, so Travis Scott has this festival every year in his hometown of Houston. He brought a lot of like huge artists like SZA, Roddy Ricch, Drake, the Baby, like huge artists, right?
Right.
Came and performed. And like everyone knew like this was gonna be like a crazy ass concert because one, it's 50,000 people in one spot. Mm-hmm. 2, it's Travis Scott, and Travis Scott's known to have like people pass out at his shows because they're like so crazy. People get like hospitalized, whatever. Like he's known for that.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rager thing.
There's a documentary on it on Netflix.
Wait, really?
Yeah,
about him specifically?
Yeah,
and his concerts.
Yeah.
Oh,
specifically, there's a whole like documentary he was like he made himself.
Is it on? I bet it's not on Netflix today.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah,
they didn't pull it.
No, it's up there. You go watch it right now.
Wow, Netflix does not pull anything, dude.
I might even show you a clip in the middle of the show just to show you how crazy it is. But
man,
but yeah. So beginning of the concert, opening acts, it gets busier and busier, and then gets to like 8 or so, and like it gets like really packed tight. Like people like are like shoulder to shoulder. People can't move. People are having a hard time breathing.
Just literally because of how
before even Travis gets on, then they put on the screen after like the second to last act, whatever.
Yeah.
Put on the screen a countdown clock until Travis gets on stage. It's a half hour long, and every minute that clock goes by, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter. It gets to a point where Travis gets on, and people are like, literally like having like rib problems because they're getting smashed to the barricade. Oh, boy. People say if you get trampled, like you literally can't breathe. People were having problems with like asphyxiation, and then people start like collapsing on the ground left and right, left and right, left and right, all over the front.
Oh my god!
And you see like even on Kylie Jenner's Instagram stories, you see like ambulances like going through the crowd of 50,000 people towards the front to get to people. And like get them carted off.
The ambulance drives through?
Multiple.
Really?
There were several.
Man, I don't even know if I want to see it, but I also kind of want to see.
People were like climbing up onto like those big rafts where like the cameras are.
Yeah.
People were climbing up to those to like tell people stop the show.
No way.
Yeah.
That much?
Yeah.
Whoa.
There were stop the show chants going on.
No shit.
Through the whole crowd.
What? So that was all during the countdown clock, yeah?
No, this is during
when Travis was on.
Yeah,
and they weren't stopping it. That's insanity.
It gets crazier. One, there's reports, and Houston police has not confirmed or denied this because they're investigating it. There's reports of a person or multiple people running around the crowd, injecting people's necks with something. And people are just dropping like flies afterwards.
What?
And there's people like with like syringe marks on their necks.
What?
Someone had used They had used Narcan to revive one person after he got an injection mark on his neck.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And that's documented. That's like, what do you think the injections?
And then there were 2 stagehands, like people who were like part of like the festival organizing, whatever.
Yeah.
They came on stage and were telling Travis like, "Hey, there's some like shit going on like down there."
No
and he
way.
like waved them off.
That's insane.
And then towards the end of Travis' set, he saw someone pass out. He addresses him. He's like, yo. Like, he set up a show for like 30 seconds. He's like, hey, someone passed out. Like, let's give him some help. He's like, okay, like give him some space. Let the paramedics come in. And then like 2 seconds, he goes back into the show.
Really? So he said help them, but then didn't give an opportunity
To one person he saw pass out in the front.
I heard, did he have them like body surf that person? I heard someone, my sister was telling me that.
That's like every show he does.
No, but meaning like the unconscious person to get them.
Again, that happens every show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Oh,
Really?
There's a reason I haven't been doing a Travis show.
Oh my God, it sounds awful. That's insane.
Dude, it's not
That happens every show? Every Astroworld?
like pretty often.
Whoa.
The mayor of Houston was like, "Oh, we have more security there than we usually have at like we had what do you call it? The World Series. We have more security there than we had World Series." But it's like,
Yeah, but they were all told to keep it lax and like.
but that's a baseball game. This is Travis Scott, the most energetic, crazy performer in the world.
Yeah.
Literally in the world.
Wow, man.
Like whatever you think you need, quadruple it.
Yeah, dude.
Whatever you think you need for paramedics, for ambulances, whatever you think you need, quadruple it.
Well, how did they?
Quadruple it.
This is insane. I really thought that it was just like it was. I literally thought it was just from what I had read and what I heard. I thought it was just a mosh that got out of control and 8 people fell under or something.
No.
I didn't know that hundreds went to the hospital. 8 people actually died. There were ambulances in the crowd, and his stagehands actually came and told him wild stuff was happening, and they actually had chants going. That's like how does that happen, bro?
Now,
That's insane.
a couple small things to add to the story. Travis is paying the funeral costs for all the kids that were tragically killed in the concert.
Is he reimbursing the tickets?
Yes, he actually is. For every single attendee is getting completely refunded for the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, I would hope that he would do something, along those lanes. Let me ask you this, Ken. Do you think Travis should be solely held responsible?
No.
Partially responsible, or he's completely resolved of all this?
I mean, I think in general, it's partial. It's partial.
I agree.
Because it's your concert. Even if you have a management company that's helping you, like you're the face of it, and so you have a certain, like, just think if you were doing it and all that happened at your show, even if you hired great security and did everything way better than he fucking did, you would still feel bad.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't your fault.
Totally.
You
I would
feel
want to
bad.
take responsibility for, at least in part, and try to make things right and all that.
Yeah,
So,
I would feel terrible. So, I mean, and I think we're both people who would be like, we would jump to like take more responsibility of it in general. But
I would hope so, yeah. But also,
yeah, I would hope so.
And I think no one's actually asked this question, which I'm very surprised by. Like, I feel like this should be like one of the first things to come up.
Yeah.
No one has ever brought this up in all the coverage I've seen. I've seen a lot of coverage on this.
Yeah.
No one's asked the question, was Travis sober on stage?
Oh, I asked that immediately. I was like, because I immediately was like, okay, maybe you told him that the wild shit was happening, but what was he on?
A lot, because Abba and Preach, shout out to them, great YouTubers. Abba and Preach were like, as comic performers, they'll hear about shit that happened during the show and they'll have no idea.
Right.
Because they have people like pass out their shows, or like something happened in the back where someone got like fights. Some person, some crazy shit have happened at their shows, but they had no idea because they were in the zone performing. So my question is, was Travis just in the zone performing and like was blocking out shit and he hear like negative shit for some reason? Or, we know Travis, he's not a party rapper, but he does party. He doesn't partake in, drugs and all that stuff.
Yes, he partakes.
And he's in his hometown in Houston at his marquee, festival event. I wouldn't be surprised if he was under the influence of one or multiple substances
Bro, I would be shocked if he wasn't, honestly.
Maybe that was part of the reason why he didn't stop the show, because he wasn't in the right state of mind to think clearly about everything happening around
well,
him.
that's what I was thinking, because when I first heard it, I was in the defense of him immediately, because I was like, he's probably high. He has all the lights on him. He probably has in-ears, so it's probably a little harder to even just to hear some of the feedback from the crowd and stuff.
Right.
And also, it's naturally like, that's the vibe. I've never even seen any footage of it until just today of his types of concerts, but I knew that they go crazy. So I was like, oh, then if he's high and it's already ragers and he has all these other stimulants that are like happening just because you're a performer, it's like, that'd be hard to see what's going on. But like,
Absolutely.
This is like insane. Like people climbing up on to tell him, bro. Also, how did they let that many people in? That's like,
that's the tickets they bought.
yeah, but isn't that like a fire safety thing?
Well, that's the other thing too.
Which, by the way, I just walked right into that Neil Brennan bit. Do you remember that? Where from Three Mics, where I didn't even mean to do that, but when he's like, when white people like they're really interested in rules.
Oh,
so, like,
yeah,
when something's
yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah,
crowded,
yeah.
they're like, I wonder what the fire marshal would say about this.
Well,
But I literally thought that.
Actually, a great point to bring up, because people who were at the show are saying like the exit ways to get out of the stadium were like terrible, like terribly designed, like
Wait.
yeah.
Wait. Oh, so it was a state, like an outdoor kind of stadium. Where
Yeah.
was it?
It was like an outdoor place. I don't know where it was. But
Weird. Okay.
I don't know.
It looked very spacious. It looked like there was a
Well,
lot.
it was outside, but like the exit ways were like very small, apparently, which was, that's not good.
Yeah. Have you ever been to a concert like, not like this, but like a really big outdoor venue?
Yeah.
Which one?
I mean, several. I go to a dozen concerts a year. I mean, yeah.
I guess I didn't. I guess we don't talk about the concerts that much.
Yeah.
I've only been to like a handful ever. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in places where there was mosh pits and people jumping up and down, and where I felt like kind of squeezed in. Like I felt it before. But again, like I said, there's a reason why I haven't been to a Travis Scott concert, because I know.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with.
Because first of all, I like to be in like the heat of the crowd. I like to be in the crowd.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I'm in there, I have to be like in like the stadium seating, because like that shit.
Oh yeah. With like the mosh. Have you ever been in a mosh?
I've been in a mosh pit, but that's not a mosh pit. That's like war in there.
Yeah, that looks totally different.
That's no one in the world that has a crazier concert than Travis, and everyone knew that. But actually, this brings a very good point.
This is
It
crazy.
kind of goes off a little bit of a tangent, but still on the same subject.
Sure.
So Travis Scott released 2 songs the day before the show.
Okay. How are they doing?
Well, here's the thing. So,
Okay. Yeah.
obviously, this gets into the kind of conspiratorial.
I knew that's where you're going. I don't even know the song, so I knew that's where you're about to go.
So, here's the cover art for both the songs.
Let's see. Okay. So kind of a demon situation.
True Dystopia is here.
Sure. And then what's the other? Or then what was it? When the end arrives, it's really the beginning. Okay. And then what's the other one?
Who knows what lies beneath the surface?
So it's like that was that for both of them?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah.
I thought there's gonna be multiple.
So
Yeah, I heard someone told me that there's this whole conspiracy that it was like a satanic killing. It was like the theory.
I mean, there's worse conspiracies out there. Obviously, this is off, but like,
I'm curious about
Amen.
what I find spooky. I mean, besides just the total shit show that it was, the syringes is the part that's like, what is that? Because that's never happened at a show of his before. There's never been someone.
No.
That's like a totally different.
Yeah.
thing.
This is like yeah.
So that's like, what the fuck is that? So is that just some people going hard? Like,
Yeah.
I've never even like heard of that really. Just like in a crowded place doing that. Besides like maybe a movie.
I've never heard of that either.
That's fucking insane. When my sister was telling me about this, and I was thinking, like, as soon as she said it, I was like, man, like, I was thinking about people rushing the NBA courts, like, as soon as they opened up in person, like, fans again. Because I think we talked about that. Like, fans were going fucking crazy, and they happened so many times.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is the first of this concert or this event or whatever since COVID, right? Or did they do one during COVID?
No, they didn't do one last year. So this is like the first time it's been back in like I guess 2 years.
So that's probably like that didn't help at all either.
No, it didn't.
That's so crazy, dude.
It's
Man, that's so wild.
yeah. I don't know. I just wonder what's gonna happen out of this. Is gonna be like prosecution?
Dude, yeah, I don't know.
Is Travis' career is over? Like
Man, how do you? Is he gonna?
I mean, how do you bounce back from that?
Is he gonna do like a Kanye where like after he fucked up, he's gonna drop like one of the best albums, like my dark beautiful, just whatever. Fantasy.
Maybe.
Like he does that.
I mean, if you're Travis, how do you feel comfortable performing again live?
Man, I don't know.
Like doing music's one thing, but like after having that happen, how could you ever be in the mind state to perform live again, like at a concert at magnitude? I don't know if I would ever.
Or even like his fans who would like come through and want to rage. It's kind of crazy that now they know like people have died at these before.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, what do you do then? Do you go as hard? Does Travis even let you go as hard? Does he actually hire quadruple security?
I think Travis does, but I think the fans go even crazier.
You think so?
The youth, man,
The youth?
listen. But think about it. You're an 18-year-old kid.
Sure. You're a
filled
youth.
with energy. Sure. You're a young male that's full of testosterone.
Sure.
You don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Because of the youth. The youth.
No, but I'm being dead serious. It's like
yeah.
this generation of social media and like people don't give a fuck about anything. And
Man, you got so much more dark just now, dude.
I'm being serious.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
These kids don't care.
You don't think so? Bro, the people in the video looks pretty concerned.
I'm not saying no one does, but like, yeah, I think half the crowd was like concerned with what's going on. Half the crowd was raging.
That's probably, well, I don't know, dude. I mean, look, they were packed like sardines. There were probably all sorts of pockets in there.
But
I know what you're saying. I just don't understand, like, I just can't believe the show didn't stop. Or, like, or just the fact that they let the number of people in, I think is the craziest thing to me. Because if they didn't have as many people, that I feel like a lot of the problem wouldn't happen.
yeah,
Literally, you'd just have more space. If you fell down, you could roll to the side or something.
yeah.
Literally, I feel like if it was just fewer people, right? Isn't that the easiest fix? Let fewer people come.
But
Like if you only could if you could make
but there's so
one
just hard.
change.
It could be a venue where you only have 200 people.
No,
They'll go
but for
crazy.
this, if for next time he does Astroworld, if it ever happens again,
Next time,
bro, yeah.
I think Houston's gonna put a stop.
You
to
think
that.
so?
If you're the mayor of Houston, you're gonna let this happen again?
Man, wow, yeah. Imagine being the mayor of Houston and being like,
You think you're gonna let Travis Scott perform in your city again?
well,
Doesn't matter if he's from there.
they've
You think
loved him for so long. I don't know what he would do.
They gave Travis the key to the city in the documentary.
I remember hearing about that.
That shit revoked now.
Is it?
I would say. I'm taking it back on the mayor.
By the way, because I've never seen someone get the key to the city. Do they literally get a metal key, or is it just a colloquialism?
It's kind of more of a colloquialism. Like there's no actual key to any city.
Well,
But,
obviously
you know what
there's not a door, but I mean, I kind of thought it would kind of be like those big scissors.
Yeah.
you use at like the
I
open.
mean? It was like that. It's kind of like a colloquialism for sure. But, it's like,
But the scissors. But you see what I'm saying though? The scissors are still real. Do you know what I mean? So do they get some sort of key? I'm being serious.
I think yeah, like some like bigger side key.
Yes, in like a nice little. I'm thinking like a red velvet.
Yeah, like a
little,
case.
Right, like nice little red velvet case.
I
you can
think
open
he
up.
got one of those. Yeah.
Sure.
But it's like
And they're taking that shit back, dude.
I don't know if I was a
They're
performer.
locking up Astroworld.
If I was a performer and that happened at one of my shows, I think that's just a retirement from live performance.
No, dude, you wouldn't
Dude.
be done. You'd have to bounce back. You
can't. How are you supposed to live with yourself, man?
I don't know.
Knowing that at your event, some young kids died. Some of them were high schoolers.
So insane. I mean, obviously, we're not like joking about that. It's like
I don't know, man.
No.
That's some heavy
it's
shit.
super heavy. I just don't even. So what all did he do? Just because we're just literally just talking about Travis Scott.
I know.
But I'm curious. It's actually interesting. I'm like,
Yeah.
So what did he do? So he, in terms of, because I know he posted that video.
Well, he's paying for the funerals of
Paying
all
for the
the
funerals.
for all the families.
Yeah.
He's refunding everyone for their tickets.
Okay.
He is working and cooperating with the investigation completely, which is good.
Sure. But yeah, it still doesn't feel like enough. You feel like you got to do more, right?
But at the same time, like, what more can he do?
I don't know. He's got a lot of money. You could do something. You could think of something.
But he's already repaying everyone for their tickets. He's already paying for the
Yeah, for
funeral
one
costs.
event though, you know. How many, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a huge event, but
That was the only event where shit really happened.
yeah, but like the ramifications. You know what I'm saying?
What else would he do then to redeem himself?
Man, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. It just does. It feels weird. I don't know what you would do to like make it up. It's yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I'm curious to see how he comes out of this. Not only as a performer and not only for music. I'm definitely interested in that, but also as a person. Because your career as it's been going on cannot continue in the same way after this event.
Yeah, dude.
It just can't.
Yeah.
I might
That's so true.
not even like.
Something wildly different has to happen.
I don't know if it's like a total rebrand. I don't know if it's like, I don't know what, but
Yeah.
people have been saying, not like knowing this would happen, but saying like, yo, those Travis concerts are crazy. Like those albums, you know, it's good music, but the concerts, man,
Yeah.
they're kind of crazy. They're kind of wild. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, people, you know, a couple people pass out at a show. You know, people come out of the show with like, you know, twist ankle, sometimes even broken bones. Like,
Yeah.
it's been going on for a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been going on for a minute, and then this happens. It's like,
But yeah, that's so different, dude. It goes from badge of honor to like a disgrace.
yeah.
Some people will never let you live down. That's so rough.
I guess.
Let's change gears though, because this is
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
heavy.
We'll see what happens with Travis, and you know, prayers and thoughts go out to the families that were affected. That's just terrible, man. All right, guys, Nagani Wear. Go to NaganiWear.com. You can get some great gear. I'm not ready right now, but great gear, whether it's some hoodies, some leggings, sports bras, some workout t-shirts, all that good stuff. Go to NaganiWear.com. Use a promo code Baeza20. Get 20% off your entire order. Again, that's Baeza20. Go check it out, NaganiWear.com.
Let's do a little Kenny's Kitchen with that Great British Baking Show, huh?
What's up with my guy Chigs?
Oh my god.
What's going on with my guy Chigs?
Oh my goodness, Chigs! If there's anything that will just turn a situation around, it's Chigs, man. So let me pull up the pictures just so we get those little visuals. I got the folder here. Hold on. Okay, so let's see.
Oh.
So this is.
Oh.
I'll show you the people who are still. So we're doing a 2-episode recap because last week we had Halloween. I didn't watch it with the fam.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
So the people who are currently in still as of like the latest episodes, it was like Amanda, who we haven't really talked much about. We got Chigs, Christelle, and let's see, George, Giuseppe. Come
Yes.
on, dude.
Yeah, I love it.
And finally Jurgen, who is just and Lizzie as well. Almost forgot. All these other people are gone. Dude, so I'm trying to think of like the best, because there's so much happened. I'll say this, dude. Great British Baking Show is one of my favorite shows ever. It's so good. And they just have so many things down so well. They have the cheeky British comedy. They have enough, like, in terms of how they lay out the 3 main sections, they have so much versatility in terms of what the different types of baking they can do is.
Sure.
So there's like, it rarely feels like a repeat, which I really like. One thing that I love about the show is that it starts like with the first episode, it's like all the people, and it's very exciting. You just get to see all these people. And then as the show gets into the season, and fewer people are there, the show gets more intense, but it also calms down because there are fewer storylines to focus on.
Sure.
So you actually get to focus more and more and more on the baking and your ideally your favorite people or the best bakers.
Love it.
As it goes. So it goes from like exciting and fun to like Still exciting, but like for different reasons almost. It's really cool. I don't know what this means.
Would you say the show like gets you more emotionally invested as it goes along?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. So I love that about it. It's like just structurally, it's such a good idea for a show. The other thing that's great about it is that it's outdoors. So they do it in a tent with like, so like it's like a white tent with clear panels on the side so you can see the weather. And so like the weather plays a factor in the baking.
Yeah.
So it's like the episode that the first of the two we're talking about was literally like maybe my favorite episode of Great British Baking Show ever. Dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it had everything, dude. It had the laughs. It had an overcast day. Overcast days for baking are the best on the show because the colors look the best.
There you go.
Get that thunderstorm. Like torrential rain was falling at one point. You get that. You get there was some of the best bakes. You got a handshake. Have we talked about the handshake?
No.
Okay, so let me show you a picture of the judges really quick, just because that would be helpful. So these two on the bottom, that's Paul Hollywood. He's like a very, very good baker. Very like famous, particularly in the UK. This is, I'm forgetting her name, Prue. That's Prue. She's like very smart with the bakes. She's also very good. I think Paul Hollywood's been through the show through many different like sidekick hosts.
Yeah.
And another elderly British lady host. So he's like the staple of the show.
Yeah. He's a glue.
Yes. So Paul Hollywood, the thing about you should know is that if you do perfect in his eyes, literally nothing could have gone better, he gives you a handshake. And it's like this revered, like, oh my God, I got a handshake from Paul Hollywood.
Yeah.
This episode, you got a handshake, dude.
Yeah?
Unbelievable.
Who got a handshake?
Oh my God, who was it? It was Christelle. It was Christelle who got the handshake.
Okay.
Oh my God. So if I'm remembering correctly, it was Christelle. The boo. So Christelle got that handshake.
Beautiful.
I know. So Christelle got the handshake. You got that weather. Another thing too was like the hosts, like the sidekick hosts, like predicted something. They were like, we really want this type of thing to happen, like this incredible turnaround moment for one of like the bakers, and then it actually happened for one of them in the show. So it was literally like it was like a perfect episode. It was crazy. The person who went home, just because I'm just giving you a lot of information. The person who went home, Amanda. And I'll be honest, I'll say this. I thought Amanda was going to go a lot earlier than she did, and she wasn't my favorite.
Shots fired?
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck you, Amanda.
Damn, kid. All right.
But I will say she got a lot better as she went along, and she grew on me. There was
Well, there you go. That's good.
But this is the thing, dude. It's like, yeah, sometimes just the bakers do not connect with you, and you're like, I don't know why you're here. I don't think you should be here.
Listen, personality on TV matters.
So mean.
It matters.
Look, and she was good. That was the thing. I was like, oh, she's actually doing better. She's actually doing better. Because it started off, she was kind of a little, her bakes were subpar. And I was like, you don't even, I'm not connecting with you emotionally. And you're not good at baking?
Unacceptable.
Get the fuck out. But then,
Get out of my kitchen.
But then it turned out she's actually pretty fucking good. And then it was just like, oh, well, you're just not my favorite character on the show. So then I was like, all right, when push comes to shove, am I okay with you getting pushed off?
Yeah.
But, yeah. Which is pretty mean. But it's true.
Hey, listen, man.
Bro, it's true.
It's a show. A person goes home every week.
Person goes home every week.
That's what it is.
And I'll give you credit, Amanda. You actually made me care more about you as it went on. I don't know what, sometimes you'll just see a person, you'll be like, I don't like that person. And then you don't know why.
And that's fine. You just don't like him. It is what it is.
Dude, it happened to me twice recently. It happened to me today with someone I had to talk with. This happened to me a couple times recently too, like in real life.
Yeah.
Where I met someone where I was like, I don't have any interest in even liking you.
Okay.
Who was it? I can't even remember.
Listen.
I just remember the negative feeling of like, I literally like, and I'm pretty personable. Like I'll like usually go out of my way, but sometimes I feel like I can just sense like, oh, you're not a good person or like, you're not worth my time.
Listen, there's 7.5 billion people in the world. you're not gonna like every one of them.
Yeah, and literally, and that's the thing though. I'm a person who's like, oh, I want everybody to like me, and I want to make sure every interaction is good, and we're good with everybody. But sometimes I'll see someone, I'm like, I'm so okay if we hate each other, because I hate the idea of you. It's crazy.
It's what it is.
Yeah,
No hard feelings.
Yeah, there's a couple people like that. I literally ran into like a couple of them this week. But anyways, Amanda's not one of those people. That's way too intense. That's way too intense. I just she just wasn't my favorite. She was going up against Chigs and all these people that some of like the
can you
best
pull up a
characters.
picture of Chigs? Just
I mean, why not?
those dreamy eyes.
Come on, where is he?
Oh, there, that golden smile.
That golden smile. Dude, and he was looking fine, dude. He was looking oh my goodness. So he did great on this episode. He kind of, I believe he kind of middled. And if I'm remembering correctly, Christelle actually won Star Baker for the week. So
okay.
Pretty crazy. So now, it's like
the brown people running with it.
Doing pretty fucking well, dude.
Running with it.
It's the brown people and the old ass white people, dude. It's like they're essentially the ones going head to head right now.
Isn't that how England is?
It kind of is.
It's a bunch of brown immigrants, some old English white people stuck from the Winston Churchill era. That's England.
Going at it, dude.
That's the UK. That's what it
dude,
is.
It's so representative of Britain. It's so true. Yeah, so it's literally what's going on this season. So Christelle, shout out. Clip it. Yeah, so Christelle, the Bae, she got Star Baker, killed it. And
Love
then,
it. Love it.
And then Amanda's gone. So then the second episode we're going to recap, just super fast because I basically just set the stage. So now, basically, it came down to who was going to go between George, this guy, and Lizzie. And actually, George is in the background of this picture, so I'll keep it on this one.
Yeah.
So George, here's the thing. So Lizzie is they kept on saying about her, she was like, it was like all substance, no style or something. She was always like struggling. She was like a solid baker, and she kept on getting like better and better.
Yeah.
But she was like definitely struggling. And so it was really clear, like for like 2 or 3 weeks now, she was one of the people that were like, I could see her leaving this week. Like, I could see Lizzie leaving this week. And then George was also the other one who was like, George, he's so like, he's very personable, and he's like always tries, but he's always stressed at the end of his bakes, and he's like, things are sometimes falling apart. And so it's basically like between those two. And let's just as a little game, who do you think went home? George, and I'll show you the 2 pictures again. Lizzie or George, if you had to guess.
I'm going to say George because he seems to be stressed out and it's going to catch up with him.
You're right.
Yeah.
Good baker instinct.
Okay.
Yeah, the stress got to him. I know.
Hate to see it.
You hate to see it, right? I know. He did, honestly, and he did better and better. And this was a nice thing. He actually did his final bake in the tent was actually pretty solid. And he kind of like redeemed himself a little bit with that. But it was still like...
That wasn't enough.
He had to go. This is the problem with the show. It's not a problem, but what makes it hard is you start to get like you start to get to the people that are like... Because now it's like, it's Lizzie, it's... Here, hold on. Just so I can remember. The people who are in the show now, it's Chigs, we got Christelle, we got Giuseppe, we got Jurgen, and we got Lizzie. So it's like down to 5 people. And
Getting in close.
4 of the 5, Lizzie's actually has been like winning me over, but I've clearly am like a huge fan of the other 4.
You got your people.
Yeah. So I would be okay if Lizzie went. And honestly, she might, because it might be Christelle battling for that bottom spot after that, to be honest, which is going to be, I don't know.
That's tough.
Tough
on your emotions.
But she also won Star Baker, so Lizzie has not done that yet. So it's like, all right, it's looking pretty good for me for like my favorite 4.
Right.
But if all 4 of those get there, that's the semifinal. And then it's going to be heartbreaking when one person goes. But can I just say, dude, my prediction that I said at the beginning is looking better and better as we go.
Listen, you haven't been wrong the entire way.
The whole way I've
You've
been
been
right.
spot on.
For people who are forgetting, I said that it was going to definitely be Giuseppe and Jurgen. Oh, by the way, just backtrack.
Yeah.
Who do you think won Star Baker this week? I'll give you 2 guesses: Giuseppe or Jurgen.
I'm gonna go with Jurgen.
Baker instincts. They're
know,
there.
They're there.
Jurgen won again. 3rd time getting Star Baker.
A triple crown, if you will.
A triple crown. It's unbelievable, dude. It's
A hat trick.
a hat trick.
Unbelievable.
He's literally at the point where now it's like they don't even show, like they'll be like, Bakers, you have 1 minute left or whatever.
Yeah.
They don't even show Jurgen getting ready anymore because you're seeing someone else fall apart.
Yeah.
Jurgen's been done for 5 minutes. They don't even cut to him. You find out that you remember that Jurgen is in when they pan to his beautiful thing. They don't even show him struggling. That's how good this guy is.
He's up ahead of the game, man.
Man, and I'll say this: he keeps his composure slightly better than Giuseppe. Giuseppe has a little bit of that like emotional Italian thing. He's
a little emotional. Yeah,
he's a little
gets
emotional.
a little heated.
Well, this is the thing, dude. Is I can't tell if he's heated or stressed, but he's like, I can see his shoulders are a little more slumped. He's a little bit more like nervous.
The Italian him just comes out naturally.
He couldn't. There was, I think it might have been Lizzie. Something. What I love about the other thing about the previous episode that made it so great, you got that teamwork. Someone was struggling and other people like rushed to help them like finish their bakes because they love that. Giuseppe was like watching in horror as like something that Lizzie was doing was like falling apart. He's like, I can't look, and he like turned away. He like couldn't do it, dude. So I don't know. I could see Jurgen is just that emotionless, like German,
a true German style. Just. There's the mission, accomplish the mission.
There is the mission. So I'm wondering, I feel like Jurgen might be the best one. But yeah, so it's going to be, my prediction was it was going to be Jurgen, Giuseppe, and Chigs. And all 3 of them are still in there. And the only other 2 people that are in there are the Bae, Christelle, and Lizzie. Which, as I've just said, she's getting better, but she's not my favorite. So she can head out if...
if she went next week, you wouldn't be heartbroken.
I wouldn't be heartbroken. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot to catch up on.
No, that's good. I love it.
But yeah,
I'm here for it.
Oh man, so we'll see. My hope is that those my favorite 4 will stay in. Liz will go out, and then it'll be Chigs, Giuseppe, Christelle, and Jurgen all in the semifinal. But we'll see.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what
Love
I got
it.
for Kenny's Kitchen. It's looking pretty fucking good, man.
Guys, you know what it is? My favorite brand in the world, Chill Botanicals. I use this shit every single day. We got the CBD oil, the broad spectrum energy blend. Use this every single morning. Put a little bit underneath my tongue. I use it before my workouts. I use it before where I get started with my clients. Any other work I have that day. First thing with my morning coffee is a CBD oil. Just 15 seconds underneath your tongue. That's all you need. Also, I'm going to actually take one of these right now. These are the Delta 8 THC Gummies. Yes, they have THC in them. You will get a little bit high, but this is totally legal to both buy and consume. Highly recommend if you have trouble with sleep or you just want to have a chill, get it, chill afternoon. So I'm going to take one of these right now. I usually do about half a gummy. And we're off. Great stuff, guys. Use the code in my Instagram bio. Use the code BAZE20. Get 20% off your entire order. Now back to the show.
We've been going for a hot minute. Do we want to just jump into Talk of the Town, or do we?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Let's do it. We'll do Coach's Corner and watch a gym next week.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
Pulling up. Again, guys, you want to send us TikToks? You can send them to us either via Instagram at Kick a Coach Pod.
Yep.
Send some reels there, or you can send us TikToks at our TikTok page at Cook and Coach.
Yes.
So please go ahead and do that, and let's get into it. Ken, let's have you start off here. Let me just switch my account real quick. Ooh, 2 new followers. I love it.
Nice. I'm trying to remember what I even sent this week. I feel like I didn't send that much stuff. I feel like I wasn't on TikTok that much, honestly, this week. But we'll see. We'll see what I sent. Is there anything there?
You sent a couple. I sent 35. You sent 2.
Good Lord. So this one, this isn't even really funny. It's more just like kind of intense. So it's at some zoo, and they have their friend sit down with his back against the glass in front of the tiger den, and the tiger. It's crazy how quick it switches into like prowl and kill mode.
He's in kill mode the whole time. What you mean?
But like, yeah, I mean, I would say it's sometimes they're in sleep mode. How crazy is that though? It's not even funny. It's just like how fast. Just the very beginning. He just sees him, and then immediately like just gets up and is immediately ready to kill. How that was just kind of spooky to me. It's like,
You forget, just because they're big doesn't mean they're not cats. They're so quick.
they're quick and they have that instinct that they. Okay, so anyways,
Oh, if he gets you one swipe of that paw, oh, forget it.
swipe of the paw.
You're done.
I don't know if
Done.
tigers are one that they kill you and then eat you, because some bears I think
I used to assume.
eat you,
I assume they all eat you.
but like as you're alive.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. It's pretty wild though.
Pretty
anyways,
wild.
This is the only
Pretty
other one I
wild.
sent this week. This one. Do you ever follow like those like you must, because like you're in the fitness. I know that chiropractic work is not the same at all, but you must get recommended videos like that.
Every now and then.
Yeah, with like the super hot chick who's just like getting her back cracked or whatever for
Listen,
the TikTok.
we all love it.
It's pretty great.
We're all here for it.
But so this is just a guy like being, so what does it say? Chiropractic.
Amnesia in the right clavicle that's stemming from the medulla oblongata down to the metatarsals. Jim, relax those bones for me. Good, Jim. That's great.
This is so true. This is so accurate.
How'd that feel, Nate?
This is so
Such
accurate.
bullshit too. With the
Relax that head as good as you can. Excellent.
Dude, this is so great.
so yeah.
And here's the thing. I know some chiropractors who are actually legit because they incorporate, PT, some actual exercise physiology into the practice. So it's like
Yeah.
they're actually doing stuff for you. People who just crack your bones.
This is for these like snake oil salesmen on the talk.
which is like 75% of chiropractors who
Yeah.
just crack your shit and they're like, oh yeah, you're fixed. And you're back 2 weeks later like, oh, everything hurts again. Like
Right. Yeah. It's,
that's 70% of the practice. There's some good ones out there, I will admit. There's some decent ones out there, but a lot of them just total bullshit. Which is why it's kind of funny, because in the beginning, I don't know if you heard, but he was like mentioning off a bunch of like medical terms, whatever. They're like not related to each other at all. He's talking about like
See, I didn't even know. I thought it was
the
making
medulla
up for it.
connects to the metatarsals, where like one's in the brainstem, one's in like your feet.
Joan. So intense. Oh my god. He's just he's just kidding everybody. So, that's awesome, dude. It's like the Key and Peele, Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
How he was saying like he made like a realistic horror movie.
Yeah.
with Get Out.
Yeah. So these guys, RDC World, like they're just super famous.
Oh, okay. I don't
Like
know.
LeBron's like reposted them and like met him in person. J. Cole's doing the same thing. Like,
Oh, crazy.
No, they're like they have millions of followers on YouTube and Instagram. Like,
Oh,
they're,
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
They all this stuff all the time.
That's awesome, dude.
I'll try a couple of quick ones that you'll find funny.
By the way, wasn't there another? Isn't Jordan Peele working on another movie?
He always is. I feel like.
Yeah, but like another horror movie. Yeah, I feel like I just.
I have no idea.
Oh, I don't remember.
He may be.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't matter.
Guys, do not forget to follow us on our social medias. We have Cook and Coach on TikTok. We have Cook and Coach Pod on Instagram, youtube.com/the Cook and the Coach Podcast. Check us out, guys. We appreciate your support.
Oh, I saw this one. Yes. Yeah.
Dude, gold.
It's awesome.
Shoots
Dude,
a
props to this guy
shot
for shooting his shot.
in the slickest way possible.
Where I couldn't tell like where this was.
It's my private school, I'm sure.
Sure.
Hey.
Let's go.
Gives a heartfelt speech, like reel her in.
Yeah, like one line. Gets that hug. The crowd goes wild. Smooth with it. That was good.
I love it. I love it.
I
I love it. I love it.
I definitely saw that one. I was like, I watched that one the whole way through. That was so great. Yeah, do you ever see anything with her before she became the princess?
Yeah, she was in Suits.
You watched Suits?
Yeah.
You did?
A little bit. Not everything, but I saw like a little bit of it.
You did? You watched Suits?
A little bit. Why is that so funny?
Why did you watch Suits?
I watched a lot of shows.
But, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's funny to me that you watch Suits.
It's okay, show.
Yeah, it sounded not that great.
It was all right.
Oh, boy.
That's what it was. It was just an all right show.
Have you seen Ozark?
No.
Bro, you can't be watching Suits if you haven't seen Ozark.
Suits came out in high school. I had nothing to do. I'm busy.
You've been busy since middle school. What are you talking about?
Listen.
You've never had time for Suits.
I made time.
For Suits? Oh, whatever, dude. All right, show me some more. Let's see. What's this?
And tell me when they knew they were white trash. My two younger siblings are cousins, and my little sister calls my uncle stepdaddy. Okay, that's enough. These is in fact her uncle stepdaddy. Stop. I am a surrogate for my aunt, so when my baby's born, I'm gonna be cousin mom.
So good.
My mom likes to keep it in the family. She married brothers, not her brothers, but brothers. Girl, say nothing else, please.
Please.
That's enough. That's enough. I'm from Alabama, I can tell. Said, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
That's wow.
I love TikTok. Okay,
That's awesome.
couple more.
Let's see.
I'm pissed off about this.
What's this? PowerPoint night?
I've been doing this shit for 7 years.
What?
For all y'all starters on TikTok, you Gen Z motherfuckers.
Making PowerPoints?
Yes. Or do presentations randomly.
I've never seen you do a presentation.
I've been doing PowerPoints like randomly in lab. We had nothing else to do.
Mm-hmm.
I would literally make presentations on like the Kardashian family tree.
What?
About the development of auto-tune over the last 25 years.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Because, like, we would just sit there in lab, like, pretend to do, like, study or do work when we really weren't. We were just, like, just sitting around.
Yeah.
I was like, let's have some fun. Let's be, 10% educational, 90% fun in here.
Yeah.
Why not? We're just sitting here anyway.
Yeah.
So I make up these, like, presentations. Like, people would actually, like, sit down, listen, and be entertained by it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
I do,
now-
like, once a week.
And now they're
For like an hour.
And now they're taking your credit.
I swear to God, this happens to me like every like couple of years. Like
Really?
there'll be like something happens and like social media world, like a trend or like things people will do. I'm like, I did that shit when no one.
Oh, really?
And like,
what else?
What?
It's easy to say that after it happens. This
I
is
also
a
like
good
predict
example.
shit too. Like, I like predict like random shit that will happen, and it happens.
We've talked about your feelings about your predicting power and my skepticism.
I just want shit to align right, and I want to get my credit.
So my dad officially started doing CrossFit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good for him, dude.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
So there's one like a block from my parents' house actually.
At Timberwolf?
I'm not sure.
I know that's in St. Paul, but okay.
No, a different one.
Okay.
But dude, so he lost 20 pounds over
Hell yeah.
from like the summer till now. He played tennis or walked or exercised like every day
Yeah.
and got to his goal weight. And now he's trying to like sub that out with muscle and trim off the last bit of fat. And so now he like went in for a session with like a trainer to have them teach him the basics. He could do 3 of the sessions and then just be a CrossFit guy.
I love it. I'm here for it.
Dude, he's 54.
Dude, I need to get a workout with your dad.
Honestly, dude,
I've come through. I do CrossFit
He would
workout.
love it.
Yeah?
He would love it.
Dude, let's get
'Cause he's
after
trying
it.
to-
Let's do some cleans. Let's get some squats going.
Crazy, right? Yeah, so he's like
Hell yeah.
54 and he's like turning shit around for his health. It's amazing.
Dude, I want to get a workout with your dad.
do it, bro.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. It's super exciting.
But anyways, I think that's a good show, man.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. We talked about Travis Scott so much.
It's a hot topic.
It was. We had to talk it through. I mean, I was hearing all of it from you. I feel like you break a lot of news to me.
Yeah, Ken.
That's kind of how it happens.
You got this, man.
I know, but I don't use it.
Granted, you have a 9 to 5, so
Yeah,
I have pockets in my day where I just scroll. But
I feel that.
yeah,
But yeah, if you want to send us videos that we should watch for the Talk of the Town segment, you can send it
Yes.
to @CookandCoachPod on Instagram or @CookandCoach on TikTok. And y'all, thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
guys, we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.